Your agency is set up to help a certain type of business succeed. Look, if I walk into a Maserati showroom, I'm not going to expect the salesperson to reduce the prices just because I've got a Honda budget. Hey there, it's Jody Sutter of the Sutter Company, and it's Just Ask Jody. It's when I take a question from an agency around an issue they're having with business development, and I'll answer that question in 4 minutes or less. And today the question is, what's the best approach for screening a prospect who is probably unqualified to work with me? So this came from an agency owner who is actually, full disclosure, is actually a client of mine. And he got an inquiry from a sole proprietor. And he knows in the vast majority of cases that working with sole proprietors just isn't profitable for him. So he can't make a good profit and he can't do his best work for this type of business. And yet he feels uncomfortable qualifying this prospect and potentially having to reject him or coming off as arrogant. I think there's totally a way to have a productive conversation that's positive in tone and not negative while still meeting your best interests. So here's what you want to do. Number one, stay true to who you are and be clear about who you work with and who you do your best work for. I wouldn't worry about being too expensive for him because my assumption is that your prices match your value. And so if this business is a good fit for you, then your price is going to make sense to him, at least in the general scheme of things. I don't think you should worry about having to lower your prices to accommodate him because look, your agency is set up to help a certain type of firm succeed. Look, I wouldn't walk into a Maserati showroom and expect the salesperson to lower the price just because I've got a Honda budget. The other thing that you might want to do in this conversation to help you feel more comfortable is to think about being prepared to offer him guidelines around the types of businesses that you can help. So for instance, if a sole proprietor is too small a business for you, that implies to me that you probably need a business with a little more infrastructure, maybe a bigger team. Maybe you work best with a marketing team on the client side, even if that marketing team is quite small. In other words, you are going to have the best results for businesses that have counterparts on their side. That's just the way it is. It also may be that in order for you to do a really effective digital marketing campaign, by the way, this agency is a digital marketing agency, that their website already has to have a certain level of functionality. And if it doesn't have that, then you're not going to be able to have a positive effect on him. Again, you're not trying to be arrogant. You're looking for apples and he just might be an orange. Now, I also think you can absolutely have this conversation with him with grace and generosity. But it's going to have to start with a little bit of a mindset shift. You have to let go of a sense of feeling guilty about rejecting him and instead realize that you and this prospect both want the right solutions in place. If you're not the right solution, he will appreciate that. It means that he now has the opportunity to seek the best solution for him. That's it for this Just Ask Jody. If you've got a question you'd like me to answer on another Just Ask Jody, you can email me at jody@thesuttercompany.com.